All right, so welcome to another deep dive. You guys send us stuff, and we try to make you smarter about it. Pretty simple. Today we have something that's pretty cool because it could actually help you sound a lot cooler.
Yeah, that's right. One of our listeners sent in a YouTube transcript this time from a channel called English in Comfort.
Okay.
And the video is called Daily Life English Phrases for Speaking Fluently English Learning Podcast Listening
What
Practice.
that you?
It is pretty catchy. So, what we're going to do is look at these phrases and try to help you guys use them to sound more fluent and natural when you speak English.
Okay, so less like a textbook, more like a, real
Yeah,
person.
exactly.
Okay. Cool. So first phrase, how's it going? I mean, everyone's heard this one, right?
Right, but you know what's interesting is that it's so common. It's really like the go-to casual greeting.
Okay.
Much more casual than how are you? So you can use it with friends, with family, even with coworkers if you're pretty comfortable with them.
Okay, so it kind of sets a relaxed tone.
Or-
Like I'm thinking you bump into someone in the hallway at work,
Yeah.
or you see someone when you're getting a coffee or something. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, exactly. It's more just like a friendly acknowledgement. You don't really expect them to go into a whole life story.
Right, it's not like a therapy session.
Exactly. And the responses you get are usually pretty casual too. It's going well, thanks. Or just pretty good.
Yeah, something like that. Keep it light.
Right. Depends on the context, too. Like in the transcript, we have Liam asking Emily, how's it going? And she just says, not bad. Just thinking about lunch.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just, makes the conversation flow naturally.
Right. It's kind of like a social lubricant.
Okay. Next phrase, I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I got to say, I use this one a lot.
Yeah. And it's actually pretty interesting because it kind of says something about our culture, maybe, that we value downtime. We don't always have to be doing something super productive.
Yeah, I mean, if someone texts me and asks, what are you doing? And it's a Sunday afternoon and I'm, vegging out on the couch, I'm just chilling. That's all you need to say.
Right. And they totally get it. It's like the opposite of, running around like crazy.
Stressed out.
Right.
Okay.
Like in the transcript, Emily asks Liam about his weekend plans, and he says, not much. Just chillin', maybe watch a movie or read.
Sounds good to me.
Pretty standard weekend stuff.
Yeah. Okay. What about grab a bite? I feel like I use this all the time when I'm hungry, but don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, that's a good one. Grab a bite. It's all about efficiency, right?
Right.
Quick and easy. Like, those short lunch breaks at work? Or if you're running errands and just need a quick snack?
Exactly. Like, hey, want to grab a bite at that sandwich place?
Exactly. You're not talking about, a 5-course meal, just a quick something.
Right. Just to refuel.
Hmm.
In the transcript, Emily suggests they grab a bite, and then she adds, but not pizza again.
Yeah, so it shows how, these phrases get used in, real life situations.
And then Liam says, fine salad it is, a little bit reluctantly. Okay, let's move on. Call it a day. This is super useful when you're ready to be done with work or whatever you've been doing.
Yeah, call it a day. It means it's time to stop. You've reached a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Maybe you're tired. You've finished what you needed to do. It's interesting to think that some people think it comes from, way back when people worked outside, like on farms, and they'd stop working when the sun went down.
No, I never thought about that.
Yeah, kind of cool. But these days, it's, if you've been staring at your computer screen for hours and you just can't look at it anymore, you're like, I think I'm going to call it a day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be just work. It could be anything. Like if you spent all day cleaning the house and you're exhausted, you can call it a day on the housework.
Okay, you're done. In the transcript, Emily asks Liam at 5 p.m., should we call it a day? So it's just a very natural way to suggest ending the workday.
Yeah, it's a very common way to say, you're done for now.
Okay. Let's talk about take a break. I mean, this is a pretty obvious one, but important.
Yeah, it is. And it highlights how important it is to stop and recharge every once in a while. Whether you're studying or working or just feeling overwhelmed, you need to take a break.
Yeah, like if you've been studying for hours and your brain is fried,
Uh-huh.
you just say, I need to take a break.
Exactly. And it's totally normal. In the transcript, they give the example of editing a video for 3 hours straight.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely need a break after that.
For sure. And it's so important to take breaks. You can't just keep going and going without stopping. All right. How about run errands?
Run errands. That's a good one. It's interesting because it kind of lumps together all those little tasks we have to do outside the house.
Right?
Like going to the bank or the dry cleaners or the grocery store.
All that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone asks you what you're up to, you can just say, oh, I'm just running errands.
Right. You don't have to give them a whole list.
Exactly. And in the transcript, Liam says he's just running errands.
Yeah.
And then he specifies the grocery store and the post office. So you can do it either way.
Exactly. You can keep it general or give some details.
Okay, cool. What about keep in touch? I think
Yeah.
this one's really important for maintaining relationships.
Keep in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows that you want to stay connected with someone even if you don't see them often.
Yeah.
Like, when a friend moves away or someone starts a new job.
Right. It's like, hey, I don't want to lose contact with you.
Oh, exactly. And in the transcript, Emily's moving to another city, and Liam says, well, let's keep in touch.
Yeah.
A very natural response in that situation. And then Emily says she'll send him postcards. Okay, what about in a hurry?
Oh, yeah. This is a good one for when you need to excuse yourself politely because you're short on time.
Right. In a hurry.
Okay.
It means you're rushed. You don't have a lot of time. Maybe you're late for something. It's a nice way to signal that you can't really stop and chat.
Yeah, like if you're rushing to a meeting and someone tries to stop you, you can just say, sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Exactly. And they'll understand. The transcript gives the example of being late for the bus, which happens to everyone.
All the time.
Hmm.
Pick up is our next phrase.
Pick up. This one's interesting because it can be used in a couple of different ways.
Right. Like you can pick up groceries or you can pick up a friend from the airport.
Right. It's about collecting something or someone,
Okay.
and it's used all the time.
Like if you're just going to the store for a couple of things, you might say, I'm just here to pick up a few things.
Yeah, exactly. Very casual. Like they have that example dialogue about picking up milk.
Right.
Super simple and every day.
Just in case is next. This is all about being prepared, right?
Right. Just in case is about taking precautions, for something that might happen.
Yeah, like taking an umbrella if it looks like it might rain.
Exactly. It's about having a backup plan. And in the transcript, they talk about bringing snacks to a meeting just in case it goes on longer than expected.
Yeah, long meetings are the worst,
Yeah.
especially without snacks. All right, what about get things done?
Get things done. That one's all about focus and productivity.
Right, like if you have a ton of stuff to do, you might say, I need to stay late at the office to get things done.
Right. You're determined, you're focused. In the transcript, Liam talks about all the stuff he needs to do over the weekend, errands, work, all that. And he says he needs to get things done.
Yep. Sounds familiar.
Mhm.
What's next?
Catch up. This one can be used in a couple of different ways, too.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, the first way is about reconnecting with someone you haven't seen in a while. Like, hey, we should catch up sometime.
Right.
Like in the transcript, Liam and Emily haven't seen each other in a long time, and they agree to catch up over coffee next week.
That makes sense. What's the other way?
The other way is about catching up on something you've fallen behind on,
Okay.
like work or emails or even like a TV show. Like if you're sick and you miss work, you might say, I need to catch up on my emails. Or if you've missed a bunch of episodes of a show, you need to catch up. The transcript actually has Emily saying she needs to catch up on a new TV series.
I can relate to that.
Right.
No.
Okay. Out of order. This one is a little more straightforward, thankfully.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Out of order just means something's not working. It's broken.
Yeah.
You might see an out of order sign on a vending machine or an escalator or even on a website if it's down.
Ugh. Or like when the printer's out of order again.
Yeah, that's always fun. Okay. Let's talk about on the go. This phrase really captures that busy, nonstop lifestyle.
On the go. Yeah, it means you're always moving, always doing something.
Right. You don't really have any downtime. Like if someone asks how your week's been and you've been super busy, you can just say, it's been crazy. I've been on the go nonstop.
And they'll totally get it.
Yeah.
Okay, make the most of it. This is a good one, positive one.
Make the most of it. It's about really appreciating and enjoying something.
Yeah.
Like if you're on vacation, you want to make the most of it.
Right. Squeeze every last drop out of it.
Exactly. In the transcript, they talk about going for a walk on a nice day to make the most of it.
I love that.
Yeah, very wholesome. Okay, how about settle down? This one kind of like catch up can have a couple of different meanings.
Okay. Fill me in.
So one meaning is about calming down after being upset or excited.
Okay.
Like if someone's freaking out during a scary movie, you might say, settle down, it's just a movie.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's the other meaning?
The other meaning is about establishing a stable lifestyle.
Okay.
Like if someone's been traveling the world for years and then decides to stay in one place, maybe buy a house, start a family, they might say, I think it's time for me to settle down.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So one's about calming down in the moment, and the other is about a bigger life change.
Yeah, exactly. And the transcript actually touches on both of those.
Cool.
Okay. What about hang out?
Hang out. It's just about spending time with someone casually.
Right. No big plans, just relaxing and enjoying each other's company.
Like, hey, want to hang out this weekend.
Exactly. And then give examples in the transcript, like just hanging out with some friends or just hanging out at home.
Sounds like a perfect weekend. Okay, hit the road.
Hit the road. That's about leaving or starting a journey.
Right, like, all right, it's time to hit the road.
Exactly. And it can be used for, a big road trip or just leaving a meeting.
Okay, cool. Almost done. Break the ice.
Mm.
It's a really useful one for those awkward social situations.
Break the ice.
Yeah.
It means starting a conversation, especially when people don't know each other well.
Right, like at a party or a networking event.
Exactly. You need something to kind of get the conversation going. And in the transcript, they give a tip for breaking the ice.
Ooh, what is it?
Asking about pets. People love talking about their pets.
That's a good one. Okay, last one. Get the ball rolling.
Get the ball rolling. This is about starting something. A project, a discussion, whatever.
Like when you've been talking about something for ages and you finally want to take action.
Right. It's like, okay, let's get the ball rolling on this. And actually, the transcript uses that exact phrase when they talk about starting to record their podcast.
Nice. Bring it at full circle. And with that, my friend, we've reached the end of our deep dive into these everyday English phrases.
It's amazing how much these little phrases can actually impact how fluent and natural you sound when you're speaking English.
Yeah, these are the kinds of phrases that you hear all the time in real conversations.
So if you want to sound more like a native speaker, start using them.
Absolutely. Give it a try. See how it feels.
And it makes me wonder, out of all the phrases we talked about today, which ones stuck out to you the most? And how do you think using them might change the way you connect with people? Because, sometimes it's these little things that can make a big difference.
Absolutely. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.
See you